critical moment can be defined as an event in a person's life that they consider to be highly consequential. These moments are not recognized as significant at the time, but only with hindsight.
I grew up in suburban Brisbane, living with my mom, dad, older sister, and grandma. At my grandma's house, we had a strong sense of localism within school and sporting associations. My parents were working class, with mum doing shift work at a hospital and dad working in construction. My home had a strong cultural connection with other relatives living in the surrounding suburbs. My first critical moment happened when I was 12 years old. My grandma fell ill and unexpectedly passed away. My family had to move into our own home in Logan. I hated living in Logan. The drive to school was long and was early morning wake-ups. I had no friends or family close by. I never felt safe and felt like there wasn't anything for me to do. I followed in my sister's footsteps and went to high school in Brisbane. Living in Logan again became a problem due to limited mobility. In year 10, I got a casual job in hospitality. This helped me gain confidence and independence. I love having my own income to do as I pleased. Earning my own money meant I stopped relying on my parents, so I was able to spend more time in Brisbane with my friends. At the age of 15, I was spending less and less time at home. I was spending less time at school and started to also lose interest in sport. I failed a subject at school and my absentees were starting to concern my teachers and my parents. It was the end of year 10 that I had a critical moment. I could change school, go to TAFE or stay at school and enroll in their vocational education program. Both of my parents had only completed year 10. My sister was enrolled at university but didn't enjoy it. Because nobody else in my family had an interest in academics, I thought I didn't either. So I enrolled in the vocational education program and started a school-based apprenticeship in hairdressing. I absolutely loved working as a hairdresser. I worked with amazing people and increased my social capital. I would work as often as possible after school, weekends, and school holidays. Straight after graduating high school, I started a hairdressing apprenticeship full-time. All of my family had never been overseas, but I had an urge to see the world. I convinced my mum to holiday with me to Malaysia and Indonesia. Upon my return, I saved up enough money to buy a car, making getting to work and socializing a lot easier. Increasing my mobility, I started to embark on a more cosmopolitan approach to life, making my friends my extended family. I completed my apprenticeship at age 19 and managed to save up for my first overseas holiday alone. This was my attempt in discovering my own sense of individualism. When I returned home, I got stuck back into work. From age 20, I was confident at hairdressing and worked on photo shoots, winning industry awards and working behind the scenes at Sydney Fashion Week. This is what I had always wanted to do, and it was a very fun couple of years. By age of 22, I had achieved all my goals. I was looking for more, so I went on holiday to Vietnam, but that wasn't enough, so I moved to the Gold Coast. Work on the Gold Coast felt like it was a step backwards for me. It wasn't challenging and there weren't as many opportunities to progress. However, life near the beach was nice. The next critical moment in my life was when I realized I had reached full potential as a hairdresser without owning a salon and felt there needed to be more to my life than just hair. I wanted something intellectually challenging that would lead to an interesting career at the end, but I wasn't sure what skills I had other than doing hair. No one in my family had been to university, but I wondered what it would be like, so with guidance from my boyfriend and friends, I decided to give it a shot. I had no idea where to start and what possibilities were out there. I applied to QTAC, and luckily I was accepted into Griffith University. I felt I needed the support of my family and friends back home in order to study and work.
Through this process of self-reflection, this student has gauged her knowledge of the content and applied it to certain events in her life. This process has enabled her to develop a more in-depth understanding of herself, and the critical moments that have contributed to defining who she is as a person.